In Europe and the United Kingdom, of course, everyone talks about net zero. Now, you talk about energy reality. What's the difference between the two? What kind of target is the US aiming for?
Oh, a totally different focus. And one is to explicitly call out, and I will right now, net zero 2050 is a sinister goal. It's a terrible goal. It's both unachievable by impractical means, but the aggressive pursuit of it, and you're sitting in a country that has aggressively pursued this goal, has not delivered any benefits, but it's delivered tremendous costs. If you make energy more expensive and less reliable, as the United Kingdom has done over the last couple decades, you lower the standard of living of your population, shrink their opportunity set, and you simply export your industry. No one's going to make an energy-intensive product in the United Kingdom anymore. It's just been displaced somewhere else, where it's going to be made in a coal-powered factory in China, loaded on a diesel-powered ship to get down the river, on a bigger diesel-powered ship to be unloaded at the docks in London. This is not energy transition. This is lunacy. This is impoverishing your own citizens in a delusion that this is somehow going to make the world a better place. It's not.
So what will you say to the Europeans and your colleagues in the United Kingdom and those in Australia who say that what you're doing and the path that you're putting the world on will destroy it?
Look at the data is what I would say. Look at the data. You know, we're scaring children all the time about stories with extreme weather, and extreme weather is terrifying. Deaths from extreme weather have plummeted for 100 years. They're continuing to decline. And the majority of the remaining deaths are in low-income, poorly energized countries because they can't have the robustness to survive whatever the natural world brings at us. Net zero, the focus on it has been just a colossal failure. Trillions of dollars of investment, most of it at wind, solar, batteries, and expanding transmission, delivered less than 3% of global energy last year. Less than 3%. And everywhere it had meaningful penetration, it made electricity more expensive and less reliable. And electricity is just one sector of energy. The most important and largest use of energy is manufacturing, to make materials and to make systems. How do you make cars and buildings and electricity grids? You need to make materials. Today, the biggest source of energy within that sector is high temperature process heat. It does not come from electricity, it comes from combustion. Nuclear could provide more high temperature process heat. Let's be realistic. Let's be credible in our goals. Most of the climate obsessed people I've discussed with or debated actually know very little about the climate data. I think the agenda might be different here than climate change. It's certainly been a powerful tool used to grow government power, top-down control, and shrink human freedom. This is sinister.
So recently, J.D. Vance did some truth